out of Wisconsin. A 9-year-old boy has just become the 10th child killed by gunfire in Milwaukee so far this year. This was the scene at an apartment complex just after midnight. The boy, Jonale Zambrano, was in his room with his sister and cousin when gunfire started spraying throughout the room. A bullet pierced his head. He was taken to a local hospital where he later died. The sister and the cousin were not hurt. His mother is in disbelief and says she thinks the shooter mistook her place for someone else's. No arrests have been made.